Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and I'm here with part 2 of my Realme X7 Pro versus K30 Ultra comparison. And due to an earlier unboxing, I'm just getting to this video right now, but what I want to do today is go over the other sections of comparison between these phones. Now there's one section that we'll have to wait for tomorrow, and that's the camera comparison between these phones. And so let's recap where we were in the point standings for yesterday. 3 points for the Realme X7 Pro. It won the display, performance, and battery categories, and the K30 Ultra also notched 3 points in design, DRM info, and in YouTube. And so let's not waste any time, go into the next section here of this epic comparison. So talking about fingerprint scanners, and we have in-display optical fingerprint scanners on both of these phones, and now let's test them out to see which one gets in first. In 3, 2, 1. There you see it. Let's do it one more time. 3, 2, 1. And guys, I think it is very clear that the Realme X7 Pro has the much faster fingerprint scanner, and the animations are almost immediate, so you're not wasting any time, you're just right into the phone. And this is just another way that Realme UI version 1.0 is a much more simple but also faster interface. Now you won't have those great animations like you get on MIUI 12, but on the plus side you have a much faster way to get into your phone. And in terms of accuracy, both are super accurate, and so that being equal, it's really about the speed and whether you prefer having those really fast animations or if you want a bit more of a show entering your phone. But guys, if we're gonna rate fingerprint scanners on one thing, it's gotta be the speed, and for that reason, I give the win here for fingerprint scanners to the Realme X7 Pro. And talking about the vibration motors, we have 2 pretty solid vibration motors on both the Realme X7 Pro and the K30 Ultra. Now, if I had to pick which is the most accurate or which one feels the most premium, I may give the edge to the K30 Ultra. There's just something about the feedback that feels more like what I get on the Mi 10 Ultra, on phones like the Pixel, or the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And the Realme X7 Pro's vibration motor is good, but it's a little bit weak, and it's exhibiting a similar limitation like I felt on the OnePlus 8 Pro. A great vibration motor, but I just feel it is lacking in strength. And while you can make 3 adjustments here on the Realme X7 Pro, from strong, medium to weak, the feedback level on the K30 Ultra is incredible. There are so many different levels of feedback that you can choose, from really kind of weak to much, much stronger. So with multiple levels of vibration feedback to choose from, and just a stronger vibration motor overall, I give the vibration motor haptic win here to the K30 Ultra. Alright, and here we go for the audio speaker test. Dual speakers on both of these phones, but no headphone jacks as well. And these phones have impressed in their single audio test, but it's the first time we're putting them here together. So let me point the mic forward and let's have a listen. What can I say? A very interesting result here in this audio speaker test. Now, the K30 Ultra does have very pleasing sound, and I think the bass is stronger on this phone. But when I closed my eyes and listened to the audio from both of these phones, the most pleasing sound came out of the Realme X7 Pro. And not only do we have great stereo separation, but you can just hear so many more of the instruments in this song. And while the bass is not as dramatic on this phone as the K30 Ultra, I think the sound quality is just better at 100%. Guys, I think for the price, both of these phones are going to do a solid job filling up a room with sound. But if I had to only pick one of these, I'm going with the Realme X7 Pro. And talking about comms on these phones, we have Wi-Fi 6 on both the Realme X7 Pro and the K30 Ultra, Bluetooth 5.0 versus Bluetooth 5.1 with LE and Haptics HD on both phones. And you see it there, NFC on both of these phones as well. Now, both of these phones I think have great communication capabilities, but if you look at spec to spec with these phones, the K30 Ultra just has the slightest of edges because it does also include an IR blaster here at the top. And while that's not a feature that I think many people use now, it is still included on this phone. So you include that and the addition of the improved Bluetooth 5.1, and by a hair, the winner of the comms section is the K30 Ultra. And so here we go, guys. To wrap up part 2 of this epic comparison, I bring you the PUBG Showdown between the Realme X7 Pro and the K30 Ultra. And here we see the Dimensity 1000 Plus with the Mali G77 MC9, which is capable of doing smooth, extreme settings. So we'll go ahead and turn on anti-aliasing, okay, and turn off auto-adjust graphics. There we go. And let's get started. And it's time for the classic Frankie Tech swim test. Just keep swimming, Woo! Oh yeah. And the K30 Ultra definitely failed the swim test. Where are you, man? And at the plane jump with the Realme X7 Pro, no stutters whatsoever, and none on the K30 Ultra as well. Full uninterrupted display. Let's get down to the surface, get some guns, get some action. And we are down now on the Realme X7 Pro. Hopefully going to find some guns very quick. Buttery smooth gameplay on this phone. And I finally got some guns. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can get some action. Take that. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I got a kill and then I was killed. What in the world? That was insane. And switching to spectate mode. You guys saw that. That was incredible. But now here on the K30 Ultra. And guys, I do think I will be slowly transitioning to more Call of Duty on the channel, as I know a lot of you guys are unable to play this game moving forward. But it's not just that, guys. I really am starting to think that Call of Duty is the more engaging game to watch. PUBG Mobile takes a long time to film, and it's rare that you get some really good action in a short amount of time. But back here on the Realme X7 Pro, still cool to the touch, spectating my teammate. Let's see if he's able to get a kill here. Oh, but they're shooting at me on the K30 Ultra. Let's see if I can get a kill. Take that. Booyah! First kill on the K30 Ultra. There we go, that's more like it. And rare that I film this late in the afternoon, guys, that I have the sun coming into the filming area. But that's just going to put even more heat on these phones. And speaking of which, let's check the CPU temperatures of these phones. 41 degrees and 43 degrees on the K30 Ultra. Let's see a good kill here. Get him, man, I'm rooting for you. Oh yeah, there you go. Good job, my friend. And now, guys, I do want to address the reports that the K30 Ultra overheats while playing games. You did see in the Antutu test I ran, this phone did get plenty hot, coming up to 53 degrees Celsius. I would not be surprised if when charging, this phone did get plenty hot. But guys, you see the temperature in the room as well. It's nearly 30 degrees Celsius. And so I think any phone is going to heat up quite a bit if you're playing in these conditions. Let's get one last kill. Let's do it. Take that. Oh yeah, there we go. Second kill on the K30 Ultra. Let's see if we can get one last kill. Take that. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, and that... Number one, my friend. And that is it. That is my time up with the K30 Ultra. And now these phones in spectate mode. Let's let them play for a couple more minutes, and then I will check the CPU temps one last time. And now let's check the final CPU temps of these phones after about 20 minutes of gameplay here. 41 degrees on the Realme X7 Pro and 45 degrees on the K30 Ultra. And you can even see the battery temperature on the K30 Ultra is a full 3 degrees higher than on the Realme X7 Pro. And so if there was any doubt before which phone stays cooler in gameplay, you have the answer here. It is the Realme X7 Pro. And despite having a single punch hole on this phone, from the performance, from the audio experience, and from staying cooler to the touch, another controversial decision here, but I'm going to give the PUBG win to the Realme X7 Pro. If you value an immersive experience and a larger display, you can get it here in the K30 Ultra, but I think the Realme X7 Pro offers overall a better gaming experience. So that's it for this video, and let's recap the point standings now at the end of part 2. The Realme X7 Pro got the win with its super fast fingerprint scanner, but then the K30 Ultra struck back with what I feel is a better haptic experience overall. And in the audio speaker test, while it had good bass, I preferred the sound from the Realme X7 Pro, and it got the win. And then in comms, by the slightest of margins, because of the improved Bluetooth and IR blaster included, the K30 Ultra got the win. But then we finally went to the PUBG Showdown, and because it was able to handle the extreme settings, cooler under the pressure, with great audio, and a surprisingly awesome viewing experience, despite the smaller display, the Realme X7 Pro took the win from the K30 Ultra. And when you add these points, we see that the Realme X7 Pro has taken a 6 6-5 lead over the K30 Ultra. And now this is getting very interesting. And with only 2 sections remaining, guys, tomorrow, it's going to come down to the wire here in this epic comparison. We know the camera comparison is one of them, but I want you to guess what that section 2 is. And that section 2 may be the thing that will make or break one of these phones. But we shall see, guys. So now I can say stay tuned for part 3 with the full camera showdown between the Realme X7 Pro and the K30 Ultra. It's gonna be great. But hit me up in the comments. Which phone do you think has the edge so far? And would you have awarded points differently than what I did today? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. I hope you're enjoying this epic comparison, guys. And stay tuned to part 3. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.